good evening, and welcome to Mark Talks Football. I might have just been talking for the past 10 minutes and then realised my microphone was muted. Good start. I've had a nice podcast day. I played golf this morning and it all went Pete Tong. Completely and utterly Pete Tong. Didn't do very well. But all in all. So, what we're going to be discussing today, we're going to be discussing about the Nigel Howe interview. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the players that have left, my personal opinion on it. We're going to talk about the situation at the club, Swindon Football Club as well, and the channels that I've got. Just a quick overview and a quick insight into what's going on and what's happening. And also future project that should be coming to this channel in a few weeks' time. But we shall see. So, future project. I want to do a deep dive into Ruben Selles' tactics. I found it fascinating. I find tactics very fascinating. As a former manager who's got coaching badges, I find them even more interesting. So in the next few weeks, I have got something that is coming, and we're going to do a bit of a dive into how it's going to look and what we're going to do from that and all of that moving forward. And then go from there. Channels. Mark Talks Gaming is officially up and launched, so make sure you go over there and hit the subscribe button. Spider-Man 2 is out. We've got Fortnite, EAFC, Madden 24 as well. If I look down, it's because I'm thinking. Is out already on the channel. Lots of different things coming up as well. We're near the end of Spider-Man. And when that game finishes, I've already got a game lined up, ready to take the replacement from that. So that will be coming out as well. And the wrestling channel, we've got the new series of WWE 2K23 will be coming out next week. But the draft video, I've got two people from America and Canada that will be coming onto the channel to be general managers of their brand. And we will be putting on an absolute banger. And I tell you what, the draft video, it is a very long video. It's about an hour long. But it is a lot of fun. You guys will enjoy that. So make sure you go over there, hit the subscribe button. All the links to all the channels are down in the description down below. So just go down there, click on it, subscribe, and then you will get notification for when one of the videos go live as well. But before we do anything, we've done that. We're now going to go to the Nigel Howe and then going to do my personal opinions on the player situations. And then near the end, we're going to discuss about Swindon as well. And then we will then go from there. I know that there's planned protests from Sell Before We Die as well. So we're going to break that down as well, just before we go as well. But Nigel Howe, what has he said about the club and the sale of this football club? He said Die was stop-start on whether he wanted to sell, but is now committed to a full sale. I will put this up here. I'm currently reading it from here. You guys will be able to see it. I don't know which side I've put it yet because that's editing me that needs to realise what to do there. Enjoy Prime. Drink Prime. It's not Prime in there anymore. Just a bottle. And I've got a Robinson's there. Got that with my meal deal. Anyway, back to Reading. Yes, so all of these screenshots are all from Talk Reading. If you haven't, go over there, give them a follow. If you haven't already, I don't know why you haven't. Make sure you go and follow them. Give Great News and RFC Latest as well. I've also recently been doing very, very well with all the latest news. So make sure you go over there on X, Twitter, X, and follow them as well. He's been contacted by 7 or 8 worthwhile bidders and a lot of time wasters. Had conversations with Mike Ashley 6-7 weeks ago, but nothing materialised as it looks like Dye wasn't funding the club. Meeting with Dye in the next 2 weeks to discuss the different proposals and then take at least 2 months for it to be completed. Training ground and the club is in one entity. The stadium is one and the car park is another split entity. I've always found Dye very good to deal with. Howe is solely involved in selling the club, nothing to do with the day-to-day running. The EFL's fit and proper test is being tightened up and showing an interest in the sale, which means the EFL are tying it up, which means it's going to be harder to sell, which means it's going to be harder for people to get into a football club, which means it's going to be near on impossible for people to sell a club, which means some clubs might find it a little bit difficult. They're going to have to find a very, very split the difference of being loose and being hard. and find the middle ground. That took a turn that I didn't think it was going to take. So yes, so overall, good, positive talk. Um, Something that there's a light to the end of the tunnel. Um, there's something there that I feel like we will be fine with, but there is also the issue of um, it needed to be hurry the fuck up and get done. Because I can't take 2 more months of this bollocks. Basically. But that's one part of it done. We're now going to talk about players. So I think since the last time I did a news video, we've had Tom Holmes has left to go to Luton on a permanent deal, but has come back on loan to the football club till the end of the season. Nelson Abbey has left to go and sign for Greek side Olympiakos, and then we'll probably go to Nottingham Forest very, very soon. On that side, but will not be back. He's gone to Greece. He's out there. He's ready to go. Did a great message on Instagram. Um, Make sure you go check that out as well if you haven't already. Really nice message. And Nestor Guinness Walker has gone out on loan to Stevenage. They tried to sign him before he come and signed for us when we were in the Championship, but now they're able to get the man. The man wasn't playing football. He wasn't getting games. Ruben didn't really see what he could bring to the team, so he's been let go with Dorset now taking his place of that. Tom McIntyre has officially left the club as of yesterday. He did an Instagram message. We'll talk about those messages in a minute. I'm going to be split in the middle with this one. And he has left for a reported £75,000. He's gone to Portsmouth, who I despise. But he has now left to go and sign for Portsmouth on, I think it's a 2.5 year deal, 3 year deal. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was 2.5. I'm going with that. It's probably not. I'm going with it. So yes, so they have officially gone. So in a space of about a week and a half, 2 weeks, we have lost 3 academy graduates that have come through the football club and a player that signed for us last year. So, like, that's just also £75,000 for a player that's been at the club for since he was 7. I think I saw someone say 6, 7. Played over 100 appearances for the first team. Injury prone, I get that part. But it just feels wrong. It feels completely and utterly wrong. At one point, it was being reported he was going for free. So at least they got some money for some. Oh, players and staff have been paid full as of today. It was released this morning that the players have been fully paid and the staff have been fully paid as of this morning. So that's a tick. I can't believe this is actually a conversation we're having that we have to worry about people that work for the football club to be paid. Anyway, let's talk about the messages. Mixed reviews online, as you would probably guess, because the social media world these days, everyone, okay, including myself, has to have an opinion, but everyone has to have a very vocal opinion of certain things. So, when I looked at those Instagram messages from Abby, I think Holmes did one, but then he come back, so I don't think he'd do anything to the. I can't remember if Holmes did one. McIntyre as well. I go, okay, that's fine. And then I'll read the comments online, and the comments are going, well, obviously you didn't love the club because you didn't stay and fight for it. You weren't here. You left. Um, Now, this is this. So I want to get your opinions in the comments down below, okay? Because for me, I'm very much stuck in the middle, okay? Because for me, if I'm a football player So I'm going to put this in two different perspectives of how I think about this. If I'm playing for Reading, born and bred Reading fan, love the club, means the world to me. I don't want to play for anyone else, and we're in the situation we're in, and I have 6 months left of my contract. Personally, I play those 6 months, and then hope by the end of the season I've worked my way into the first team. I've done well for the football club. So if a new owner comes in, I'll get a new contract. I stay around. If you're not born bred and you've come into a club, hypothetically say Charlie Savage. Hypothetically say you're a Charlie Savage. You've got the potential to be a mid-table Premier League player. I would say he's got a lot to work at. Very hyper. Needs to chill a bit and use that left foot a bit more. That's my personal opinion. And you come to a football club, you don't understand what's really going on. You step foot inside of a football club and you see the bollocks that's going on inside this football club. I wouldn't, as a person, waive the wage up that I could have got until the end of the season so I can play. I would leave. So for me, it's I sit there and I look at the Instagram messages and I look at what they're doing and I understand to a certain point that they've got families, they've got mortgages, they've got stuff like that. I've had a lot of time to think about this for some reason. This has been playing on my mind, and I go, I'm happy with them that they found a future, but you fucked us over in the same path because you may have left for money, and you may have got a bit more money than what you're on, or you might have given the club a bit more for a month, but you're not really helping your teammates. You've got players like Harvey Nibbs fighting for it, Charlie Savage, who's wavered his wages to be upped, and he's already played 2 games since he's done that, and he's been playing great. Not amazing, but he's been playing really good football. He is a very good player, and he will get that when he gets more confidence and understands the role that he needs to play, blah, 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 moving forward. But there just seems something off with the likes of Abbey, Holmes, and McIntyre. All 3 players, born, bred, Reading, jumped. Now I understand that they're looking for the future, but just something feels not right. Like I said in the TikTok yesterday, link down below. That I said yesterday, I understand why they've gone, and I get it for the future, but just something doesn't feel right. For me, Reading is more than just a club. It's family. It's what you would die for. It's everything that I wasn't brought it up here. I was brought up in London. If I was brought up in a place that I should support, it should be Crystal Palace. But I moved to Reading when I was 6, when I was 5, and I got brought into the football club and loved the football club ever since. And I would die tomorrow for Reading Football Club if I had to. But it doesn't feel that from those type of players. And I think that, and maybe because we're of the ownership and everything that's going on, it's a bit of a more of a kick in the bollocks. And that's why I'm still a bit iffy about what's been going on. But if you look at this as well, I'll pop this up as well. Reading are the only club in League One not to make a single new signing in January. And Ruben Selles has been doing an unbelievable job. And I think the one thing I'm very proud of with Reading fans so far is we're chanting his name again. Yeah, he made mistakes. Yeah, he did some things that are wrong. He's a young manager. He's going to get things wrong. But by God, has he put everything on this club on his back and just tried to drive it forward? And he's done everything he can. And I have so much respect for this man. It is unreal. I love this man. If he keeps us up, he deserves a medal or a knighthood or a praise for something. But yeah, that's how I feel about the player situation. Let me know what you think down below. We're now going to move on to the protests that are being planned. So Charlton at home, It's going to be on the Saturday, the 10th of February. Get the clown out of our town. Dai Young has turned the club into a circus, so let's make him the chief clown. Will supply dye mask and limited number of clown wigs. More details to follow. Port Vale at home, the game that got suspended. We're now doing show dye the red card. Don't worry, Vale fans. No pitch invasion this time. We invite both sets of fans to join us as we hold red card display on the 16th minute. We'll be giving out cards to all the supporters on match day. It's a protest Port Vale fans have done before, and the colour red is to wave off evil spirits in China. They did the same thing, but it was purple in the Premier League. Everton did it recently as well. And then the London protest provisional Sunday the 25th of February. Make die go. The London protest is on. More details and locations and routes will be published due course, but we are already planning and have been in contact with the police in preparation. Sunday the 25th of February, a provisional day. We'd like to protest in the capital as quickly as possible, whilst also ensuring ourselves enough time to plan properly. So those are all the ones that happen. Great job there by Sell Before We Die again, to come up with ideas and stuff moving forward. And that's where we are right now. But Swindon. Now, Swindon have been giving me a lot of shit on TikTok, Instagram, everything. But there is a report that has just come out, and Swindon fans are unhappy with the owner of Swindon Football Club. I don't know too much of the details, so please go online and do the research as well to have a look at it. But what I will say to Swindon fans from the heart, rivalry aside, football has an ownership problem, and we stand by you. We want to make sure that we have Reading v Swindon for years and years to come, so we can keep battering you 5-0. But we want to make sure that there is a future in football for everyone, and everyone gets their club. And at this precise moment, that's not happening. So we hope that you guys get it sorted. Go online, go on Twitter. You will find it on there as well. So go and check that out as well. But good luck to Swindon fans. Hope you guys get it sorted. I hope you find a way of getting rid of whatever you need and get the help that you want. So, with that being said, my name's been Mark. That has been it today. I'm trying to think here. I've got notes down here where I'm trying to work out if I've said everything I needed to say. Yes, right. That has been it. Thank you guys ever so much for watching me today. And I will see you guys tonight for Football Manager 24, Reading FC in the Premier League. Trust me, you want to check it out. And I will see you guys very, very soon. With love, with care. My name's been Mark. You guys have been amazing.